Welcome. This plant, Huernia keniensis, doesn't seem to have noticed that the year is undergoing some seasonal changes. It has been in bloom throughout the year. Huernia keniensis is a plant that belongs to the stapeliads group of plants. A very interesting group of plants that are pollinated by flies and that have flowers which are designed to mimic the colors and the smell of rotting meat. So if you see here at the top of the flower, we can see some veins. And here the color is very deep burgundy. It should smell like rotting meat. And as far as the flies are concerned, it probably does, but it is not. The smell is not detectable by the human nose. There are stapeliads that have much bigger flowers, and the smell, when they bloom, can fill the entire room with a very unpleasant smell of rot, which is very exciting to the owner of the plant, but not necessarily to the rest of the family. What's interesting about Huernia keniensis and other stapeliads is that the flowers always develop in the same spot. See, here is a peduncle. It is called a peduncle, which is a stem from which the flowers grow, a flowering stem. So on the peduncle develop flowers, and these are all remains of past flowers. This peduncle is quite large because each flower makes it a little bit longer, but just a tiny little bit. So it's maybe 2, maybe 3 years worth of flowering, maybe even more than that. I keep this plant at home on a south-facing windowsill, so the temperatures are not fluctuating that much. I water it throughout the year because it is producing flowers throughout the year, so there is no point of putting it into dormancy if it can produce flowers, even without going through a rest period. What you can see here as well, here, there are 2 more peduncles which don't produce any flowers. I'm not sure why. And I'm hoping one day the flowers will develop here. However, right now they don't. The plant might produce a new peduncle, but it only happens once in a very long while. So with this plant and with other stapeliads, the trick is for the plant to produce a peduncle, and then it keeps blooming over and over again from the same spot. However, for the plant to produce a peduncle, it can take a very long while. So if someone wants to reproduce this plant by taking a cutting, it might be a good idea to take a cutting with a peduncle already, and the plant will produce flowers from that spot, because as I said, it takes a very long while for a plant to produce a new peduncle. But then if you remove the stem with a peduncle from the original plant, that plant will have will need to develop a new peduncle. So let's have another look at the flowers. Let's have a look at them again. Look how beautiful they are. See? Velvety burgundy color, very nice. Okay, so this is it. This is everything I wanted to share with you about this plant. I might revisit it again because it keeps blooming. But maybe when all the other plants that I have that are sleeping right now, that are still going through dormancy, maybe when they wake up and when they produce flowers, there may be no time to make another video about this plant. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you like my Huernia keniensis. I really like it a lot. Have a great day.